Hi guys, in this episode of the Nostalgia Trip, I'm gonna be continuing with my reactions to Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Currently we are on Season 2, Episode 6B, Hidden City Joe. An episode that seems like it's gonna be at least more interesting than the last one. Not that I hated the Sidekick Ahoy episode or anything, but it didn't really feel like it amounted to much. And especially after not having reacted to Rise of the TMNT for probably a couple of weeks, I kind of took a little bit of a break from reactions and focused on editing more. It just didn't really feel like very satisfying to get kind of like a mediocre concept episode. So I'm hoping that this one, based on the title, is going to be a little bit more interesting because it's going to be focusing more on like the mystical side of things, which potentially means that it's probably going to be dealing with some more plot stuff. I still expect that it's going to be kind of like a fillery episode, like most of the episodes of this show, but at least there's at least the possibility of something more plot relevant in some ways. And I'm just having a good feeling about this one. I think it's going to be a pretty fun episode, but as you know, there's only one way to find out. Before we do though, I do want to remind you that I would really appreciate it if you guys could help me out with my transition by donating to my Patreon or Ko-fi account, because for those of you who didn't know, I am trans. And by doing so, you also get access to the full-length version of this reaction, as well as all of the reactions that I do on the channel, which includes cartoons, short live-action TV series, long live-action TV series, anime reactions, and movie full-length reactions. Alternatively, you can also just stick with the YouTube version of this reaction, but it is greatly appreciated if you do make the extra step of supporting me. Now that we've gotten that out of the way though, without further ado, let's start off the reactions to Episode 6B, Hidden City Job in 3, 2, 1.
Senor Hueso, my beloved brother Donatello and I had a bit of a spat. So what kind of pizza says, "I'm so sorry I called you a selfish, egg-headed weirdo"?
I mean, that's what Donnie is, honestly.
Ooh, Donnie considers pineapple and ham incompatible. Like I said, a weirdo.
I kind of expected that Hueso was gonna appear in this episode, honestly, for some reason. I just had a vibe about it. So it's gonna be a pirate episode again, huh?
My brother is here. He is up to no good. Hueso, I have gone astray. No more crimes. No more piracy. I don't believe you.
How are you guys brothers? You look nothing alike. You definitely sound a lot alike though. I wouldn't be surprised if you're played by the same person.
I have given up my old life, but to be fully free, there is one last day.
Is he played by a different actor from last time?
So I humbly ask your help.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Last mission.
Baron Draxum is played by somebody else.
I do not need my life shaken up like a cheap.
So why wouldn't this guy be? Because I don't remember him sounding so much like Hueso.
So what is this mission of yours? And it better not involve theft. Is it theft to take something that already belongs to you?
Yes.
3 weeks ago, someone stole from me the one item I need to pay the most crucial debt of all.
An ethically acceptable heist. What's the plan?
We must infiltrate an auction tonight for the Hidden City elite.
Something tells me that it's not really going to be an ethical heist though.
But to fit in with the glamorous guests, we will need a fancy ride to fly us to the auction house.
So what's the deal? Break it like a bronco, kiss it like a coyote, ride it like a rainbow!
Sure.
See? I'm unsquabbling you two already.
Let's get on with it. PL, play the jaunty tune.
This pirate guy just reminds me of the Miraculous Adventures of Flapjack or whatever that cartoon is called.
I will dance.
He looks so much like the characters of that show. That might be a show that I might react to at some point on the channel, honestly, because it's such a wild show.
Now what's a Joey pouch?
Probably the bottom part.
That chicharron stuffs us into a joy pouch? He is just using us.
Isn't that the inside of the bird, like his stomach or something? Also, that might actually be the thumbnail for this one. You obviously know at this point. Did he just give birth to them?
She's taken the hidden city by storm with her new Battle Nexus champion Shadow Fiend. And now she has us all under her 8 iron thumbs. Give a mandatory warning.
Who's a Shadow Fiend? Is it Shredder? It's gotta be Shredder, right? Because she was the one who captured him.
PL, you did not tell
I told you this was gonna be plot relevant.
Remember, this is all to raise money for my favorite charity, me! And my upcoming fantabulous Battle Nexus Whizbang!
We are after item 38. That's 38. Once the items are sold,
I get it.
back into the impenetrable vault. So we must, absolutely must, get item 38 while it is still backstage.
Item 38 sold!
What?
Take it to the impenetrable vault.
No, we can still get it. We just need something to sell.
The turtle Adonis.
Are you kidding me?
The exquisite physique.
I mean, that's pretty cool though.
Chiseled chin and...
Stop the auction! I love it! I had no idea we had an item this scrumulent. Take it to my private.
She's a little bit too horny. I'm just gonna say it.
I will give you 1 doubloon. We are alone in a vault with no means of escape, and PL is nowhere near. We have been set up.
Dude, chill. Bros always have your back. We'll find item 38 and he'll be right outside the door ready to whisk us away in that snooze-tastic Joey pouch. Hey, here it is. It feels empty.
Something tells me he's not gonna be there.
No. It is a fancy box.
Jesus.
I know it.
Huh?
He is using us as bait while he steals something else. The last debt I had to pay was to you. Something I took from you many years ago. My jewel-encrusted pizza cutter.
What?
This was a gift from Papa. I took this from you because I was jealous that Papa never gave me anything so nice. Papa bought you your first ship. Yes, but that was after the pizza cutter. But I always felt guilty. I even made my pirate flag in your image as a way of saying, I love you.
Okay. That's kind of an interesting backstory for the skull thing for
Brotherly
pirates.
never dies. I'm so glad you got back together. Guys, the clever one is wondering if you know a way out of this.
Maybe. Pierre, remember how close we were as children? Skin and bones, together again.
What are you gonna do? Please don't do what I think you're gonna do. You are gonna do what I thought you were gonna do. No, that's so disgusting.
Wow, you guys are handsome.
Leo, do not stare directly at
What is happening?
Giggly bee.
Guido. Mirada.
What?
Sensual. Besito.
What is happening?
Machismo.
What?
Thank you, Pepino, for helping me to reunite with my beloved brother. As a
Ugh,
token of
I kind of lost myself for a second there. What the
And you know
hell?
what I'm gonna do? Share it with my beloved brother. Ah. Oh, you were so right, Leo. This Joey pouch is a tropical paradise. Pizza? Oh, Hawaiian. Just eat it, you weirdo.
Why would you eat that at the end? That is so weird and disgusting. Oh my god. Okay, this is definitely a much better episode than the last one. So much more interesting, so much more disgusting, so much more crazy. I love it. I love it when this show gets crazy. It's in a lot of ways the same kind of crazy that I liked in the 2012 series, and I'm currently re-experiencing the 2012 TMNT series by watching the reactions of Third Street. It's a YouTube channel, for those of you who don't know. Some of you have seen me over there, actually. Um, so it's kind of cool to get an episode that has the same kind of energy like that. I feel like this show in general has that kind of energy, which makes sense because I think it has a lot of, or some of the same people working on it as the 2012 series. But I'm not quite sure whether a lot of this show in general had this kind of vibe or not. I just really enjoyed the batshit insanity that is just silly and over the top, and I love it. Like that DBZ fusion that we got of Hueso and his brother, and then them turning into this Latino man or something is just really, really funny to me. Especially considering that one of the last few things that I have edited for the channel was my reaction to episode 5 and 6 of the 3rd season of Generator Rex. And one of those 2 episodes was an episode kind of mocking or parodying or being kind of a love letter to telenovelas, because I'm personally actually a big fan of telenovelas. So that music at the end there had a lot of the same kind of telenovela Mexican vibes or whatever, which makes sense because Hueso is like Mexican. That's kind of what he's portrayed as. So kind of like that, but like I love how disgusting this episode was. I kind of dig that, you know? It's just gross and weird, and I love it. It's at least like a very unique vibe, you know? I love that about it. I just really like, especially when it's like weirdly and like weirdly like gross in a way that I've never even thought about it. I love that. So yeah, I don't really care too much about Hueso and his brother. Sure, the ending there with them kind of fusing was pretty cool. But by and large, I don't really care about that aspect of the episode, though. I do like that we kind of got a little bit of Big Mama. I like the little tease of the Shredder again. That was pretty cool, but yeah, this is definitely a better episode than the last one, but for this season, again, it's still a pretty good episode even, but it's like, it still has its caveats. Like I said, I don't really care too much about Hueso, and I definitely didn't really care about his brother, or their relationship for that matter. That is not something that really made the episode more entertaining for me, so there's that. My entertainment came from some of the jokes and mostly like the craziness at the end there, because otherwise it was a kind of forgettable episode, all things considered, but I did like the ending quite a lot, so that was really, really fun. But yeah, in terms of a rating for this one, I think I'm gonna go with a solid 8.6 out of 10, maybe a little bit overblown, honestly, but the ending was really funny and really entertaining and really crazy, and I really, really liked it, so there's that. I think that justifies it enough for me. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. This is not necessarily a show that I'm too stringent about when it comes to my ratings for it, because it's kind of hard, maybe, dare I say, even impossible to really properly rate a show whose episodes are only like 10 minutes. It's not a show that I've been able to like really set too much of a standard in that regard. But I still definitely enjoyed this episode. It was funny, it was entertaining, and if you're not gonna get into some plot stuff or have a lot of like visually cool sequences or whatever, this is like the next best thing, you know? I liked it. It's kind of my point. But I am curious, what do you guys think about this episode? So comment thoughts down below, let's have a discussion about this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 4 patrons on Patreon: Omar Bridgman, Deadpool, Corby Dead, and Andrew. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. You have decided to support me, you have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. Another thing that I also want to tell you guys before we end this video is something about me that some of you may or may not already know, that will also explain why do I look and dress the way that I do in my videos. That thing being the fact that I am trans. In particular, I am somewhere between a non-binary person and a trans woman, though I am unsure at the moment and probably won't be sure until I talk to a professional who deals with trans people. But that is where the reason why I'm telling you all this comes. I need your help. Due to the fact that I live in a homophobic and transphobic Eastern European country with a family that won't really ever accept the fact that I'm trans if they ever found out, it's not really feasible or easy for me to transition here with minimal to no repercussions. So that's why I would really appreciate any kind or any amount of support that you guys can give me with this. That said, I don't want to guilt trip you or anything. I don't want you to feel like you have to help me. So if you don't want to or you don't have the means to help out, that's okay. Don't feel bad. I just want you to know that it would be greatly appreciated if you did help me get out of this situation. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask me, and thank you for hearing me out. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you end up enjoying my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Coffee account where I can pledge support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do any of that, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!